neutral field. And he's going to be stopped.
Make sure it's recording.
Okay, we go. Now return to an abrupt halt.
Hey, y'all, let's get this up. Hope y'all can hear me.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll get him down after a
Christian McCaffrey
2nd and 2.
through everything.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Being chased out left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going to have to do this because ain't no damn way.
Throwing here, Purdy. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work.
Running back.
He'll go down. They got him. This play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
The defense as good as his offense.
14-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Tight end going crazy.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well,
let me
in
score,
those
man.
days, what we call clean and no one gets to him, the guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Purdy now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
There's no way. Pick 6.
Inside the 10.
Bye.
Takes this one back into the end zone.
Right before
and
the
the
half.
Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know
You
you're
can
going to
come
get
back in the half,
multiple
so let me
You're
stay
never sure
humble.
what you're going to see, but the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it, and on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Barkley, inside handoff, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion
felt very military to me.
Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that.
I like this guy's sportsmanship. He's not quitting. Not even with a single pause.
Now after the
lately,
touchdown, here's
I think he gets a lot of quitters.
kick it away.
I like this guy.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er
thought he was going to cook with McCaffrey in the beginning.
Underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back to throw, Purdy.
I should never pressed.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure.
Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw again on second down. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Purdy from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Pick for pick.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I throw a pick, you throw a pick, I throw a pick, you throw a pick.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. Touchdown.
One hand, baby.
Jahan Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
I want to see that again.
And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh, that Titan.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
You're not getting that shit off in time.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Across midfield. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And he will get
another
into the
catch.
end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
Bart, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull them completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one dropped.
He almost had that.
In the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and they will remain well behind. But a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard
stay tuned, turn on post notifications.
It's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity
like, comment, repost, share, whatever you got to do.
Play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get it back here 40, just past the 35. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Looking deep for Jennings. And this is caught at the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Touchdown.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Purdy. And that is caught.
Good shit, man.
They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Jake Moody now for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So that one is 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Fighting his way through contact. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Corral him, he fights through.
Good game, man. 6-40.
Kickoff concludes the ball
San Francisco 49ers. Like I said, I kind of like to try. Notifications on. Up.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it.